First at 4, Butte County District Attorney Mike Ramsey is California's longest-serving district attorney. He was first sworn in 35 years ago when Ronald Reagan was president and gas was just 89 cents a gallon. I sat down with the DA this week to talk about his love for the job. I first met Mike Ramsey when he was still a redhead, and while his appearance has changed, his passion for the job has not. What keeps you coming back?
This is the position that I can protect the safety and the rights of our community, and that's what keeps me going every day.
It's not just the victims that you're talking about, it's everyone.
It's everyone. I mean, all the suspects, all the defendants, everyone is entitled to have their rights protected. You know, we have our mission statement is to do justice, as no one is above the law nor beneath its protection.
A native of Oroville, Ramsey started working for the DA's office in 1977. He was appointed district attorney in 1987 and was first elected to the job in 1990. He has nothing but praise for his staff and still loves going to court. But he doesn't keep count of convictions, saying it's not about winning. There have to have been cases over the years where you didn't feel justice was done. That does have to be very frustrating.
Nothing worse in our mind of losing a child abuse case, because that tells the child, nope, they didn't believe you. That's a rarity, but it's heart-rending.
When I asked what people might find surprising about him, Ramsey cited empathy and a sense of humor, even in a job that's often rooted in the horror of violence.
I tell my folks, I said, you've got to have a sense of humor, because it brings a sense of balance to what we do. I mean, if we don't, it will eat you.
His humor is evident on the walls of his office, themed staff photos like the Untouchables, and some where you'll find his face in the crowd more than once. In his 46 years as prosecutor, Ramsey says the biggest change has not been human nature, but rather the change in laws.
This year has just been remarkable in the sense that the legislature decided that people that we had convicted 10, 15, 20 years ago, that they wanted them to now come back and all be resentenced. And that has put a tremendous burden upon us.
As the county's chief law enforcement officer, it's Ramsey's job to decide whether officer-involved shootings are justified, like the one earlier this month in Gridley. He decides after officers from different agencies than the one involved present their findings.
Put yourself in the shoes of this officer who was suddenly confronted with a rapidly evolving, and in his mind or her mind, a very dangerous situation that meant that their life or their partner's life or another citizen's life was in grave and imminent danger. If that's reasonable, then that officer, just like any other citizen, has a right to self-defense or defense of another. So you apply the law.
I'll ask, any regrets? I mean,
time away from family, regret that. But generally, no. I mean, that's it's just trying to keep that balance, and it's the family that kind of pays the price on that. But you've got three wonderful daughters and a wife, and I think it's 11 grandchildren now, and they're just a delight.
And when his staff pressed him for a retirement date, Ramsey told them June 16th, 2048. That's the day he turns 100.